Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicola and I blog at thefrugalcottage.com, all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of things in between. And as it's the end of another week, I am going to share with you my budget and my cash for the week ahead. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel whilst you're here, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is my budget, so I'll just move that out of the way. Now, I've talked a lot about this budget planner, and I honestly believe that if you are trying to get better with your finances, then you should download this. I will leave a link in the description box below to this budget planner. Download it, start tracking from today, and honestly it is so eye-opening and it can tell you so much about your own spending habits. It has been absolutely life-changing for us in terms of our finances. So I'll leave a link below, go and download it and see how you get on. Honestly, it will change how you see your spending. Anyway, so let's go on. So we've had the first week of February, so let's just turn over to, not that one. So first thing first is my no spend day tracker. I'll be honest, the start of February is not going as well as the start of January. I'm not totally sure why, but it just isn't. And today, so today's the 9th, this will also be a spend day, so that will also be purple for that. So I've got 5 no spend days so far, but I was hoping for maybe slightly more at this point, but we'll see. It does mean that maybe the rest of the week may have to be no spend days so that I can kind of catch up with myself, but we'll see. Obviously still a long way to go yet. I am aiming for 18, if I just show it on there. I am aiming for 18, so like I said, still got quite a long way to go, but this will be purple by the end of today. So having 4 spend days already doesn't seem very good, but we'll see. And then this is my expense tracker. This is looking okay though. Like January's, I talked about, if I go back to January's expense tracker, I talked about how I'd only managed to kind of fill one page and then a tiny bit of the next one. I'm kind of hoping that February will be the same in that respect, and that I won't need to have quite so many kind of different transactions, but again, I guess we'll see how the month progresses. But for now, for the first week, this is what this looks like. And I tell you one of the things that's already creeping back in, because I can see from this and I already know from how this week's gone. Last month I was really good at not spending money during the week, like popping to the supermarket, and that's one of my kind of danger areas, so to speak. And you can see here, or I can see anyway, so food pops up twice, not twice, it pops up 3 times during this week. Asda's just around the corner from us, that's where I popped in the evening because we'd run out of milk and fruit, but inevitably you always kind of spend more than you are like intend to. And then Sainsbury's yesterday again was on different things, so that's already starting to kind of creep back in, so I need to get a handle on that. I need to look at that and see kind of, that is a trigger for me, that's a very big spending trigger for me, so I need to keep an eye on that for the next kind of couple of weeks, but that's how that's looking so far. And if I turn over to my weekly overview, and this is a direct impact of popping to the supermarket, because honestly it is, you don't just get one thing, do you? You don't just go and get milk, or you don't, for us it's bananas we seem to run out of all the time. You don't just go and get one of those things, or I definitely don't anyway. And you can see here, so food for the first week, I'll zoom in a bit if my camera will let me. I spent £89.84 on food this week. That's been the highest that's been in ages, and that genuinely is because I've gone to the supermarket and kind of got things that definitely weren't intended, hence why they're spend days and not no spend days. Miscellaneous £14.95, that's fine. Petrol £30 like normal. Children £18, that's gymnastics fees for the month of February. They always go out at kind of the start of the month-ish. I'm okay with those. The only one I'm disappointed with is the food budget at the moment. I think that I could have done better there, and it is me that goes, so it's down to me that that's so high. And like I said, I'll have to kind of watch that for the rest of the month. because we're already remaining only £160.16 and we're only in the first week. So that's obviously the impact that has that on is that it leaves us less for all of the other weeks after that, which is a bit annoying, but totally my own fault. Nothing else is filled in this as of yet. I've not done any extra income, I've not put anything in savings yet, and obviously the last page is my reflection and we're not at the end of the month. So that's my budget update for the first week. But yeah, I definitely do recommend you download this. I will leave a link in the description box below. It really is the most helpful thing for starting to track your own expenses and your own spending habits, because I now know that going to the supermarket on an evening is definitely a spending trigger for me, and I am very much working on getting out the habit of that, but it is very much easier said than done, especially because I have to wait till, or well, I choose to wait till the boys are in bed and asleep before I go, so it's late at night, I'm tired, and then I'm tempted by all the things in the supermarket that you shouldn't get tempted by. But yeah, but I do recommend downloading this. And that's it, and I'll move on to the cash envelopes for this next week. So I'll just slide these across. This is my cash envelope system. If you're not new here, then you'll know about this already. I will leave a link below to the binder and the envelopes inside if you want to have a look. It's just from Amazon. They arrived dead quickly and they're just great. But I've said that in so many of the videos, you don't need me to say that again. So because we're doing a no spend year, you'll know that we only have 4 variable cash envelopes this month, but this year. So the food envelope only has £1 left in. I have actually taken out loads of change from all of these. 1p, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's. All go in just a jar. It's an empty coffee jar actually, it's nothing fancy. And that kind of gets used for I don't know, just random stuff. Just so that it's not in here really, because they get quite heavy otherwise. So yeah, so food has £1 left in there. What is my camera doing? Come on, camera. There we go. So food has £1 left in there. Petrol has nothing. Miscellaneous has nothing. Children has nothing. So as you can see, it's been a bit of a spendy week. Some weeks are like that though, aren't they? Some weeks are worse than others for spending. And I have a feeling that this week might also be the same. I don't want to, because I had such a good January, so it went really well, I was under budget in all categories, and all that kind of jazz. I don't want this month to be the opposite, where I go over budget in every category. That would not be good. So I need to kind of watch what I'm spending. However, yeah, it's still going to be spendy. Don't know what to do about that. Anyway, in the food envelope this week, I'm going to put £70 in the food envelope this week. So 10, 30, 50, 70. So I'm going to put £70 in the food envelope. That should do us. She says after spending £89 the week before. That should do. Oh well, £71 if you count the pound in there too. There we go. I'll tell you what it is at the moment is that I'm trying to eat more healthily, because I am. Because you know, it's better for you and that much, but then I really crave like chocolate. I'm a proper chocolate fiend. One of those things, the one that I went to Asda for, we needed blue milk and we needed bananas and blueberries, but I also wanted chocolate. And that's what I need to watch creeping in, because that's the thing that actually ruins the food budget, is all those little extras that you feel like you might need. Anyway, so I put £70 in the food budget for this week. Petrol, same as always, I'm going to put £30 in there. Oh, not done that very well. £30 in there for food, for petrol, same as always. and I'm getting really good at getting it on the 30 mark when you put it in the car itself. Who's that focusing? What's that focusing on? Anyway, miscellaneous. Now miscellaneous is going to be slightly higher than normal. I'm actually going to put £30 in the miscellaneous budget, and that is because I know I need to top on up on quite a few things, including cat food. And I tend to buy like a few boxes of cat food at one time rather than kind of buy just one at a time, if that makes sense. The dried cat food we get for our cats is from Pets at Home, so it's a bit of a detour to go and get that. So I tend to get 4 boxes of it at once and just keep it in the cupboard because we do have room for that. But obviously that's a bigger expense, but it lasts us longer, if that makes sense. So £30 in there. Miscellaneous one. £30 in there, which seems like quite a lot, but never mind. And then the children one, I've got £20 left there, so I'm going to put £20 in the envelope for them. But I'll be honest, I don't know if we'll go anywhere this week particularly. It does depend on the weather. So today, for example, it is windy, it's absolutely chucking it down with rain, like we're not going anywhere. Well, no, I'm going to go food shopping. We're not taking the boys anywhere just because it's horrible outside, so we couldn't go to the park, or we couldn't go on our bikes or whatever. We could go to soft play, but I think everybody will descend there, and it is not a place that's fun when there's a lot of people in it. So we'll see about that this week. We'll see. I might even venture swimming instead, but that won't cost us £20, so we'll see how we go. So £20 for children, £30 in miscellaneous, £30 in petrol, £70 in food. They are the 4 that I have, and to be fair, by this afternoon the food, the petrol and the miscellaneous will pretty much all be empty because I fill them on a Sunday, like fill the envelopes up on a Sunday and then go food shopping in the afternoon, and I get my petrol in the same place and obviously miscellaneous items in the same place at Morrison's, because that's where we do our food shopping, and then that's it. So they're the cash envelopes for this next week. And like I said, I'll leave the link to the binder below. It's just from Amazon, and I do recommend you download the budget planner to help you get on track with your finances. And that's it for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again very soon.